Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Heard You Sis podcast. My name is Dany, as you know,
And I'm Kils.
and what's up, y'all? It is Leo season. You know, the girl just celebrated her birthday last week. I'm the big 31 because I won over you bitches. But hey y'all, we miss you.
Hey, you guys. Okay, so how was your week?
My week was actually good. Actually my weeks have been good because like I'm just in a different space. Just, my birthday coming around, my cousin got married. Um my brother is married. They're currently in Italy right now. I'm sad that I couldn't make it. I tried to surprise him, but um shit happens. Shit happens when you try to surprise and don't tell
You can't
anyone.
really surprise somebody for a wedding, though. That's what I
Yeah.
would say.
So yeah, that's
A
kind of what fucked it
destination
up.
wedding at that.
That's what fucked it up. I tried to be sporadic and it didn't work in my favor. So I'm currently here. But yes, congratulations to my brother and his wife on their union. I'm super excited. But life's been great. I mean, I have no complaints. I had a wonderful birthday. Thank you to this girl over here and my very close friends and family. Yes.
We had a fucking time.
We did.
Okay, we definitely did.
This year was the year of the birthdays. We both had like really good birthdays this
That
year.
is true.
Yes.
It
And
was
we
good.
it actually was like a bounce back and forth. It was like I did great for her birthday and she did great for my birthday. We kind of was just like good birthday friends. So yes, I'm happy and I'm excited to be here and going on this journey with you guys. How was your week?
It's so crazy how birthdays are truly a thing only to females, you know? I feel like men don't require much, and so there's not much like pressure about birthdays as it is for like females.
But I feel like that is the general consensus with men since they've been adults. Like even when we were in junior high school, elementary school, our parents have made our birthdays like really, really big. But I can't say that because my best friend makes her children's, and she has mainly sons. She makes their birthday like a huge thing. Like yesterday was one of my best friend's son's birthday. And like she always makes a big deal. Like if he says something, he gets exactly what he wants for his birthday. Like nothing less, nothing more. Like I mean, well, maybe more, but nothing less.
I don't think it's a gender thing. I just think it's a care thing. Like men don't care about certain things that are emotionally gauged like women. So like, for
That might be
example,
true.
like, okay, say we was going out and your homeboy said, nah, I ain't trying to go no more. It's not like, oh, this nigga never comes out, da-da-da. None of that. It's like, oh, all right, bro, we moving on.
But I
The
feel
rest
like
of the homies is coming. It's lit. Like us, it'd be like, okay, this bitch stay flaking. She stay not coming. It's da-da-da. Like it becomes a thing. Or like
'cause
if
I
it's a
guess
birthday and you've only seen this person, you've known them for 10 years and you only seen them on one birthday, it's kind of like
it all depends.
there's a pattern here.
It all depends on like for me. It all depends on like how hard I go for your birthday. Like, but I think I do agree that men don't really care like as much about birthdays, but I think you might be right. I'm not even gonna argue it. You're right. How was your week though?
My week or weeks have been great.
Love that.
Was I? Oh, damn. Oh, so I went to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. But what I will say, I felt like I was in the depths of hell because that shit was hot as fuck. And it's crazy because, like, I heard it was hot. Like, you feel me? Like, niggas was like, it's hot as fuck. It's hot as fuck. And I was just like, why y'all keep saying that? Like, I understand it's hot, but, like, chill out.
Is it, like, dry heat hot? Like,
is it humid? Just imagine waking up in the morning and, I like having balconies to smoke. Because, like, going outside to smoke is like, say if I get too high.
Let me
like,
just let you mindful. Like, I spent my summers in Jamaica, so.
Oh, it's not the same. And I'm telling you this from pure experience. It doesn't matter where you've been. I've been to so many Caribbean islands at different times of the year, at the hottest times of the year, and I have never in my entire life experienced heat this
Really?
Severe. I swear to God.
I
Like,
thought
I have
Houston was fucking
never.
blazing hip hop and R&B.
And this is coming from somebody who has their heat on under their desk at their job
in the summer.
365.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't get hot quick.
Okay.
I'm coming from somebody like, you step outside, you don't move, you don't turn your head, you don't do nothing, you're not in the sun, and your skin is perspirating.
Okay.
You wake up to go smoke a blunt in the morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. It's 89 degrees. The sun isn't even out. So there's no breeze. Like, if you smoking a blunt, your shit's not going out. You feel me? The wind is not blowing back in your face. Swear on everything.
So there's no
breeze.
wind.
No breeze.
So it's dry heat.
Okay, that's what it is.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's
no breeze.
That's
None.
difficult. It's very difficult to deal with dry heat. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like New York could be like that sometimes, but it has to be like a really hot ass summer. Like, and not every single day. It would be like one day it's like, yo, where the fuck is the air? Like, there's no air outside.
Like, I was in the French market and it just felt like the heat was suffocating me. I was persevering. You feel me? The person I was with was not having it. But I was persevering. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to let y'all know, if y'all never had beignets, if you're from New York, that shit is a fucking Zeppeli.
It is. I knew it was a Zeppeli. It looks like a fucking
Right?
Zeppeli.
That shit is a Zeppeli. Like, come on, stop
But
playing.
which one's better?
I don't really like that question.
Okay.
All right. No, I don't know. They're both good. I do like the shape of the beignet better.
Oh, you do?
I feel like it has dough evenly split. It looks like a baby mini pillow. So it's the dough is evenly split versus a Zeppeli. It could get doughy, and now you got to dip the Zeppeli back in the bag with the powdered sugar because all of it doesn't have
it. Crunchy?
It's even, yeah.
Ooh.
It's soft, pillowy, warm, and crunchy.
Ooh, can I be Princess Tiana and make some fucking beignets then?
You know what I'm saying? And then I had the sweet potato beignets. I'm telling y'all niggas right now, love.
Wow.
From every bite. If you don't like sweet potatoes, move on. That shit is so fucking good. It's like a sweet potato pie inside of a Zeppeli. Like,
what? I never really had sweet potato pie, and I'm not really a fan so much.
It's
but
too Americanized for you.
It's not too Americanized. It's just something I wasn't exposed to a lot.
Yeah.
But
I think it's more of an American thing. That's what I'm saying.
No, I believe so, because I believe so. But also, like, I've had like sweet potato like stuff, and there's some stuff I like, and I feel like I would like the beignet. I think so. But like sweet potato cornbread, I'm not a fan of it.
Damn, I had some. My homegirl had a great Gatsby theme party. Well, Harlem Renaissance, I'm sorry, because we're black.
Mm-hmm.
And they had sweet potato cornbread with like some type of caramel drizzle on top. Bitch, I fucked it up. I dogged that shit. That shit was.
You see, like, but I'm also not I think that certain things should be salty a bit. Like, I feel like cornbread has a tinge of like that salt that I need, opposed to like
the sweet potato cornbread straight up like
sugar.
But like, you know what? Like, all right, so I have a best friend that's also Jamaican, and like, when she used to be saying shit like, oh, I don't like this type of food. Like, I'll eat it, but it's not like, it never really, like, not saying that she don't eat American food, but like, Jamaican food is like, Caribbean food like, is like where the first option is truly at. And I never could really understand. I get it, because it's like, you're not truly exposed to that. Like, that's like,
you gotta remember, when you met me in college, y'all was like, yo, bitch, you don't listen to nothing other than Jamaican
don't
music?
Have and if I really think about it, Jamaicans don't have a lot of like dishes that are necessarily sweet either. It's like a lot of savory dishes, which I'm fucking okay with, because I'm more of a savory
person than a sweet person
anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, if you really think about it, like, what are the real Jamaican sweets?
I don't really eat them either. Like, bun is sweet. Bulla is sweet. But we eat that with cheese, like bun and cheese, bulla and cheese, something that makes it savory. Or like, if we eat something that's sweet, it'll be like rum cake. Rum cake is still kind of savory, has that little savory.
You lost me there.
Rum cake? You think it's, well,
I don't think it's savory.
I don't think it's like
the rum cuts it from
that's
being
what I'm saying. It's
too
sweet. Like even when you eat like coconut brittle or peanut brittle, like it still has that like of like saltiness to it. Like, even with, think about like even tamarind balls. Like, they still have something that makes it savory. The sourness of the tamarind makes it savory. Like,
I love tamarind balls.
I love tamarind balls. I love sour tamarind. Like, there are certain things that we would something. It's called June plum. It's like a prickly
it's like a nectarine, y'all.
No, it's not. June plum is not a nectarine. June plum is a plum, but the seed is prickly, so you got to be careful when you eating it because it has like.
So what taste does it give?
It's sour, but we put salt on it.
Okay, that's too much.
That shit is delicious.
You know what it reminds me of? Probably it's probably like a muscadine. That's where my southern roots come in at. It's like it looks like a big old grape, and it has a seed inside, but it's kind of sour. But it's like a big ass grape, but it's kind of sour.
It's green.
It could be green or it could be red.
It might.
But we call them muscadines.
I might have to look that up. Let me look that up because it might be it.
Like the skin, when you bite the skin, it's kind of sour. Like,
yeah. Let me see. Because a lot of things that we call here,
things be different. Like, what y'all call an apple again? A pear?
No, you mean avocado.
That's an apple?
We call it pear.
Oh, I knew it was something.
Avocado we call pear. But the thing is that with avocado, like the small ones, we never were exposed to that. We usually have the big one with the shiny skin.
It's called Hass.
Oh, Hass avocados.
Yeah.
That's different from what we call pear. Pear is a bigger version of an avocado, but the skin is very like glossy like.
Yeah. I know
it's more green. And it's
I'm gonna be honest, I like the little ones. They pack more flavor.
I like them all. The little ones is what I use for avocado. The big ones is what you eat with like
on the side with some rice or something.
Some rice and some curry goat. You know, that's my go-to. We eat pear with everything.
That was so fucking tough. This shit was crazy.
Tough curry goat is not it.
It was not.
It's not it. Y'all need to stew y'all fucking curry goat, okay? If it's tough, put it back in. Don't take it out. The flavor might be great, but who wants to eat? The equivalent is like a lamb chop that's not cooked. Because goat and lamb, they're the same kind of like animal. Yes, they are. They're like sisters.
I feel like lamb is gamey and goat is not.
Goat can be gamey. You just have to you have to cook it a certain way. Like, I feel like lamb is definitely way more gamey though.
I only eat goat in two type of ways. Curry and fried. That's it.
You had fried goat? Is that
that's Haitian.
Yeah, griot, right?
No, that's tasso.
Tasso? Okay. First of all, I love griot.
Griot is fucking good. Whoever don't like pork, I understand maybe for religious purposes. You feel like that shit is good.
Takes the cake.
That shit is so good.
Pickney takes the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are talking about food again.
Okay, yeah. Yomi stay saying that.
Y'all always say y'all love talking about food because we.
I don't know how we got here. Anyway,
let's go.
We're moving on.
What's the word?
I want to pop this off, right? I know this is maybe a little dark, but let me pull it up. So this mother and son duo plotted to kill the son's baby mother. And like, for real, like, I want y'all to realize how much, like, as mothers who are raising sons, how much you can really be the villain, like, in a situation. Like, they had text messages literally, and it was just disgusting, like, how readily they were able to just come up with this plan, and they was dead ass serious to like really kill.
It's crazy that you say this right now because I wrote a tweet this week that was like, yo, I really hate mothers that align with their son's bullshit. Like, are you fucking crazy? Like, have you not been hurt before? Have you not been you're a woman, you've been through it probably. Like, why would you try to fall in line with your son to do some fuck shit? Why would you not advise your son in a better way? Like, be smart. Like, I understand you have one son and shit, but like, please teach your sons to be like more stand up because they have to be fathers to maybe a girl. Like,
also too, I do find that we're not teaching kids and people in general about rejection and failure. You know, like, you get on Instagram and you see people that are winning. You think they're winning. Or you get on the internet and you're like, oh my God, they got so much. Or, oh, they did this in 6 months. It's taken me years. Like, there's a false sense of, like time frames on accomplishments. And I think that people are just not understanding. Like, back in the day when we were in school, I don't even know if they do this now. They had little awards. If you ain't win an award, it was like, damn, I ain't win no award. I'm gonna do better next year. I'm definitely getting more awards than you. It was like competitive. Like, it wasn't like, oh yeah, I lost. Now I'm gonna shoot up the fucking school. Like
I mean, we can't say that hasn't happened before because, like,
I feel like growing up, we got more experiences of failure and realizing that maybe some people are greater at other things than others, and it was okay.
But I think it's also where we grew up. We are naturally competitive.
I think our generation just naturally were that these things are built into you. You don't just wake up knowing just to be competitive. These are traits that like come to you. You don't just wake up like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win. Like,
I do feel like millennials persevere a lot. Like, we really have been persevering. If you think about it, a millennial, I'm gonna give you guys the year because somebody lost $50 to me on this. 1981 is a millennial to 1996. Those are millennials. So the people who are prime right now are typically or probably millennials.
Okay, so 1997 and up is Gen Z.
Is Gen Z.
Okay. Well, I will say that Gen Z, they're not experiencing those type of things.
Yeah, they're a little bit more
they've lacked that.
I think they're a little bit more like reactive when it comes to like not getting what they want, and they feel there's an entitlement. I'm not trying to bash all Gen Z, but I'm just saying like there's an entitlement thing where I'm noticing with Gen Z, like when they don't get what they want, they feel like they need to like do certain things, and I'm just like, what about patience?
Yeah, we don't need shock value on everything.
Everything.
But anyway, let me get back to this. I'm gonna just read y'all a little portion because like I couldn't believe they were sending these type of texts. All right, so all right, so this is the son. He's like, shit, I ain't about to do nothing but cost me money and give me a headache. I'm finna just shoot her. I know I hate that for my daughter, but like I can't take it. I don't give a fuck no more. Mother's like, okay, I'll call and tell you, motherfucker, if you want to go to jail, I'll tell you when to get close. But if you don't come kill her, you a motherfucking bitch. That's not crazy.
Your mother said don't come.
She said, don't call Nanny and tell her. She will try and talk you out of it. The son. They're talking about the grandmother. I ain't even gonna tell her why I left. I'm gonna just say I gotta go to the dentist. This is the mother. Don't even go there. She knows you left. Don't shoot at my motherfucking car. I don't want to die. He says, I'm not. She says, wait till I put her out. He says, I was gonna wait till she got out. She says, okay. And then he says, but that's another thing. If she don't get out the car, mama, I'm gonna have to drag her out. I can't, or I can't. I'm going to ask you to step out because I'm going to just open the door and shoot her. The mother says, as long as you don't shoot me. Hell, if you're getting off work now, I'll give you the address here and you can ride over here and do it so you don't have to do it in front of the daughter. He says, I'm going to send it to you. The mother says, we could just go, whatever. That's just a little glimpse of the conversation.
Oh my God.
I'm going to be honest, that's a glimpse. There's way more.
I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like you even saying that, I feel like that really could have been me. Like, cause I'm just thinking about stuff and like how people be setting you up and acting like they really your fucking friend and they're not, or setting you up like, oh, we're cool, we're this, we're that. And then next thing you know, like, they really setting you up. Like, and imagine me, the type of person that be like, oh yeah, like, this person really has my best interest at heart. Next thing you know, I'm fucking dead. Like,
right.
Yo, that's like, you think
you talking to your mother-in-law thinking shit's sweet and
she's really trying to get you killed in line. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
when you got a shitty nigga and there's a mom
she's not your friend. She's not your friend.
All right now.
I'm sorry, she's not your friend.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm going through a little.
When I will say is that if you have a guy and he's a shitty person and then you have the mom perpetuating the shitty behavior, it's like you never know what could happen. This is what it's making me feel like. Like, like who knows how far this nigga's gonna take it and who's gonna be on his side to defend him. Like, So that's scary. I think that's scary. I think it's disgusting, but I think people need to, like, I know we come from a generation of, oh, your mama told you. Because I be hearing people be like, oh yeah, my child don't like this. And I'm like, I never had that option. Like, if my mother made some
I've
shit,
had
bitch, I
options.
gotta eat that shit. Like, it may be one little variation or something. Like, say if she made mixed vegetables and there were mushrooms, and I don't like mushrooms, I could pick the mushrooms out. But bitch, that's what I'm having tonight. And that is it. And I'm not saying not having options is not a thing, but I'm just saying, like, there's no level of discipline. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
The
I
level
just
of discipline has gone out the window. We are now raising kids from a standpoint of, oh, I never had that, I'm gonna just give it to them.
but you know
And it
what
don't
I've
work like
noticed
that.
also? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't have kids, but I'm speaking on this. So,
But what I'm saying
say
is
what
I've
you want.
realized in a level, like even just dating in general, niggas don't like to hear the word no. No is so hard for them. Like, I don't like this. Is why you don't like this? Because I don't. Like, why do I have to explain why I don't like something? And I understand, like, sometimes transparency is important. But like, if I don't, I've noticed, like, going on dates and shit like that, I've noticed like niggas will really be like, yo, if they doing something and I say no, they be like, why? Get an attitude. You're a fucking brat.
Yeah.
You're a brat. I said no. I said no. I say I'm not doing this. I'm not doing it. It's not a problem. We're not beefing, but the word is no.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for instance, like if I say no, like if I'm on a date, like say this has happened to me. I'm on a date and I say no to about something, like they start like acting stink, pushing me away. You're not a kid.
Wait,
Like,
for real?
you're
Has that
not a,
really happened to you?
yes. Like
Okay.
I've been in situations where I'm even like having like just something like an intimate moment. Like we're not having sex or anything like that. We're just having an intimate moment, and they want to touch a certain place, and I say no. Are you a girl?
I will say this though. I feel
Like-
like if there is a man,
and that's not associated with girls. Let me not say, are you a girl? But I'm saying, like, why are you handling it like that? Because if you told me no, the first thing I'm gonna be like is, okay.
Right. It's not like, ew, why you don't like that?
Why you don't like that?
Like me personally, I do feel like, first of all, if I'm not really feeling you like that, don't touch me.
I don't like people touching me in general.
I think that's where it really comes from.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going on dates with people that I don't like anymore. That's dead.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this. I'm not going on dates with people I don't really like, but I might get there and I don't feel the same about you that I thought I did before.
That's true.
Okay, so that's where I'm coming. That's the standpoint that I'm coming from.
Okay, I can get that.
But what I'm trying to say is that I've had a situation where like I'm out with somebody and I'm like, this not what I thought it was. This ain't it. This ain't it. But we're having like an okay time. It's not like, oh, let me ruin the moment. I'm not trying to be like a bitch or anything like that. And it's like, oh, like say you rubbing on my leg or something, or like you try to put your arm around my waist or something. And I'm just like, nah, like we don't gotta touch each other.
We don't gotta do that. They be upset. Why you don't want to touch me?
Right.
Because
it's
I don't.
bro.
I don't want to be touched right now. Like, it's okay for us to have boundaries. Like, not even boundaries. It's okay for us to say no. Like, it's okay. No is a complete sentence. We don't have to. We don't have to explain
That
why.
is the
no.
one. That is the one. No is definitely a complete
Listen,
sentence.
when people tell me no, I'm not coming. I'm not just okay. Like, I'm not about to fucking force you. Like,
that's true.
Like, you know who actually like got me into that? You.
Yeah.
She did. Because I used to be like, girl, why? And then you don't ever hear me say, girl, why now? Like, I just
you really don't.
I'd be like, okay.
Because I just felt like there were like if I'm like say for example I'm an active friend, I'm going out all the time, we're drinking all the time, we're having a good time, we're going to events, we're doing that in a third. If I'm telling you I don't want to go out, respect that. I just don't feel like I want to go out, and
we do
I don't
have a friend that likes to
what?
We do have a friend that likes to be like, girl, but why not? Like,
yeah, we do. And I don't feel disrespected.
No, I don't.
Say what it is, and we keep it moving. It's not like, oh, like, you know, I text and said I wasn't going or we not going, and now she's calling my phone like, come on, girl, you gotta come outside, da-da-da. It's never that serious. It's like, okay, we in the text messages saying we not gonna go, might hit a little, why not? Let's just go. And maybe we do go or we don't go, and we keep it moving. It's no real pressure, I would say.
Okay.
You know?
That sounds
accurate.
It sounds accurate.
Okay.
Okay. Since we're talking about going out, let's talk about, okay, I want to give a huge shout out to the Just Us podcast. Me and Akila have really been into it recently.
I love
First of all, we love Amber. We've loved Amber since
the beginning
Vine.
of time.
Since the Vine. Like, we love Amber down. Like, you know, the nails, the weight loss, everything. Girl, you've been doing it. But so we kind of got into it because she posted a clip about a situation with her and Jacob. That's her podcast host. They kind of have like a similar dynamic to us, but not completely. And it's crazy because they record at WTF in LA.
That's true.
So basically she had a situation where she went out with her boo and Jacob brought his god sister, I believe, his god sister. And the god sister and the boo were kind of flirting in front of Amber, and Amber did not like that. They go to one spot, Amber kind of gets annoyed, and it's visual that she's annoyed. And then they go to another spot and the girl does something extreme. I believe what was said was, I'm not 100% accurate, so I don't want the details to be like complete, but the girl leaned down in front of the boy and gave him like a hug or a kiss on the cheek, and the breasts were in the face while Amber was sitting at the table. And I believe she said, "Oh, he touched my butt." And Amber got like enraged. I don't think she said anything to
I don't think she projected that
but she
felt
was just
away,
frustrated with the situation.
Because now we're at the second spot and you just wilding.
You're still doing
You're
stuff.
intensifying shit at this point.
So then Amber stopped talking to Jacob because basically they had like a back and forth about like what happened, and he felt like that she should know what kind of nigga she's dealing with. At the same time, like, he's close to his god sister and he doesn't want to like get in between. But from what I heard, the text messages, he was being disrespectful. And for me, this is my take on it. I'll bring a nigga, keep your fucking cousin in place.
Yeah.
No. And I don't know if this is a Leo thing, because I feel like Akila and me have the same sentiments on this and we're not the same sign. I just feel like
Amber's a Leo, right?
She's a Leo.
What is Jacob?
I don't know what Jacob is. I'll look into that. We'll come back to that. I'm not sure what Jacob is. But I just know, like, me and Akila are both territorial. And not saying that my nigga can't talk to nobody else, but he's definitely not going to play with me and flirt in front of my face. He knows that off rip. Don't play them games with me. I think as a general consensus, like, I understand, like, you're not trying to be like in the middle, but at the same time, like, yo, like, you see me bring this nigga here, and I know you see him flirt before, but this bitch is with you. She's with you. Get her in line. And then when I tell you that she's wrong, oh, you know your nigga. I don't give a fuck if I know my nigga. Why are you even okay with your cousin doing that, or your sister or whatever? Like, why are you okay with your friend flirt? Like, we don't like friendly ass niggas.
Hold up. That's not everybody's sentiment. And I know, noticed that.
I'm talking about us.
Oh,
we don't like friendly niggas.
Definitely don't.
But I'm just saying, like, as a person, like, I can't imagine going out with my friend and they bring somebody and they flirting in my face. We all looking at you crazy.
Me personally, when I'm out with you, you're mine for the moment. I'm yours for the moment.
Hello.
We're going to act as if we're together. I'm not going to walk around like, this is my man, bitch. This is my man. You're not my man. But there's a level of respect that we're going to hold for one another while we're at this event. Now, I do feel as though I understood what Jacob was saying.
100%.
It's like, this nigga, he be wilding any fucking way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why you feel some type of way? But it's the principle, because the friendship comes first, right? It's more of like he's being disrespectful, and I get that he's being disrespectful, but that's not up to you, the friend, to hold him accountable.
It's up to me.
It's up to me, who is my nigga, to be like, oh, all right, whatever. And so if the cousin is the cousin, god sister, whoever.
God sister.
If the god sister is wildin', it's like, yo, chill. You know she came with him. He might be flirting, but at the end of the day,
that's my friend.
This is her nigga for right now. While we're here, this is her nigga. Like, let that be.
Yeah.
And I think he said that the god sister has somebody anyway. No? Am I bugging?
Yeah.
Or just left somebody.
But like, the thing is that, like, it's not about all the other details. It's what I'm really honing in on.
The situation.
What I'm really honing in on is a situation, and accountability cannot be one way. It has to be all the way around. You understand? I understand. You could put me to the side, like, yo, bitch, this nigga was wilding last night, I understand, but you also got to hold him accountable. I get it. But you have to hold your I think he did hold his cousin accountable, but I felt like at the moment, I don't feel like she felt like that. And I think I understood why she felt like, I don't want to fuck with this nigga right now because his mom, and then we texting you being disrespectful in text. Oh, that's going to stamp it for me. I'm telling you how I feel and you being disrespectful. Love it. Now we really don't got to be friends.
Who was being disrespectful?
That's what she said. She said Jacob was like saying certain things to her in the text message
that
was
is
not
true.
nice.
That is true. He
And
was basically keeping up how he felt from before.
Yeah. But I
okay.
understand that some people like get like passionate and be rude and not intend to be rude and say certain things. But when I'm angry, please hold it down. Like if I know that Akila is mad about something, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, bitch, but you knew that. This nigga's like, I'm not going to
try to intensify the situation.
I'm trying to reel back on the situation where I'll be like, you know what, girl, like I've always been this type of person and maybe other people are not. And I'm not like saying that Jacob's character is wrong because you could tell he had true remorse and he was very upset about
From what I get from them, he truly loves her as a friend and vice versa. She truly loves him as a friend. So it was just a lot of passion involved. That's what intensified it the most than anything. It had nothing to do with like, is this my friend? Is it not my friend? I think it was just more emotions were at a complete high for on both parties. Yes. And I think a lot of his frustration really came from the fact of like, maybe this man violates you, or maybe I've seen a lot of things from him and I just don't even hold him in the same regard as you do. But there does have to like, be a level of respect. And I feel like at that point, he could also say, look, this man, I don't like how he treats you. And I honestly don't want to be at events where he's at.
That'd have been perfect. Like, and this is where
we don't have to have these situations, these conversations. I don't want to see him disrespect you because I love you. Don't want to see this going on with you because you deserve more. You're a real dope ass bitch. Like I don't want to see that.
So this is where we segue into the next point that we had, which was how do you tell your friend like, yo, like I don't see this for you. Like I don't see like when your friend is not seeing it. Like how do you do this? Because I know that both I don't know. I can't really say so much for Akila, me having to do this with Akila because like um we just started really like discussing like relationships, but I've seen it like for her like how do you tell your friend like, yo girl, like this ain't for you, like this is not the nigga for you, like this nigga not for you.
I'm gonna be honest though, I've always prided myself on not telling people to leave their man. Because you can't tell somebody.
You also taught me that. You told me that a long time ago.
Because no funny shit, I could tell you a million times. And it's either you're gonna be ready to leave the nigga, or you're gonna not fuck with me, or want to talk to me about the situation because you feel like. And I'm coming to the point into life where I'm okay with you not even speaking. I've come to terms, and this is more of a recent thing. I've come to terms. If you don't want to speak to me about that situation anymore, I'm 100% okay with it, because it's like, first of all, this is taking a toll on my mental as your friend as well. Like maybe it's not taking a toll on your mental, but bitch, it's taking a toll on mine. I'm tired of seeing this. Tired of having you experience this, and maybe you're not tired, but bitch, I am. Yep. I've packed it up. I'm done. You're not done with this nigga, but I'm done with y'all niggas as a whole, as a team, as a unit.
The thing is that I won't tell you don't talk to me about it, but if you decide that you don't want to talk to me about it, I'm not going to be offended, because I never want to tell my friend don't talk to me about something, and I'm the only person that they could talk to.
We'll find somebody else to talk to.
They can't. You see, that's the thing. Like,
you don't want to hear what I have to say, but you want to talk to me about it. That doesn't make any sense.
I'm okay with the phone being on speaker and I'm letting you vent. I have nothing to say.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so honest. It is so it's and it's a learning experience.
I be punching air, but I just be quiet.
It's so hard for me to just. I'm not saying people can't vent to me, but if you vented to me about the same situation 5 times, by the 5th time, bitch, I'm saying what I gotta say. And if you don't like it, don't call me.
I will be like, can I say something? I will ask, can I say something? If they say, I've never had anybody tell me, no, you can't say anything. Like, so
that's true.
I will give you advice watered down, because I know some people can handle it. Some people, like, these are things that I'm learning. Like, some people can handle some things, some people cannot. And I know for a fact, like doses of real sometimes are a little too real, and sometimes people cannot handle that. Like, just because somebody told me this, just because it's true doesn't mean it needs to be said all the time. Like,
This is how I feel with the situations, because I've dealt with somebody where like a lot of shit was happening, and from the outside looking in, it's like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, why you keep fucking with this person? You know what I'm saying? And you know what my solution to that was? I kept it to my motherfucking self. Why do I need to speak on a situation constantly that I know I'm not leaving?
Listen,
that's psychotic.
I'm not gonna lie,
that's psychotic. Literally,
is.
why do you keep talking about a situation and you know that you know it's fucked up, you know you should leave, and you just want to talk about it, and in hopes that somebody feels no type of way. We're all human.
But sometimes people are getting, because just think about me. Like, sometimes you're there, but you're not ready to go. Like,
so why talk about it?
Because you just gotta
live in your ignorant bliss.
No, but the
live
thing is
in
that
it.
the thing is that you can live in it, but sometimes you just want to get it off your chest, because it's like a lot. Like, sometimes the burden is a lot. Like, you just want to get something off. Like,
get the nigga out your life, and that is off your chest.
That's easier said than done.
It is.
It's a lot easier said than done. So,
it is.
It is. So the thing is that, like, you may be good with like holding it all in, but sometimes you're at home like, yo, I just want to talk to somebody because I'm so like overwhelmed with like everything I'm going through. Like, there are sometimes like you want to leave, but the situation is difficult. But like, leaving is a real big girl sport. Big boy sport. Like,
it
it's
is.
a big
once you're in love,
boy sport.
Because I've had people not be in love and be stuck, and I can't even fathom that. Let me, like, you know what I'm saying? I know everybody's not the same, but there's me personally, once I love somebody, it usually be up and stuck. But now it takes a lot for me to get away.
Y'all had a lot of good shit that we this is like the third point that came from that fucking episode.
I'm just saying, like, it's easier said than done, right? And so if I don't love somebody, I can walk away. Is it easy? Maybe not. Maybe we had a sexual encounter. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we had great, amazing times. And now it's a little harder to leave you than the average person I'm just talking to. But at the end of the day, if I don't love you, I could just cut you the fuck off. Because what I think to myself is like,
it might be a little annoying, like 2 days, 3 days. 3 days is my 3 days is my
it's
thing.
giving Gossip Girl like it's day 3.
It's day 3.
And
day 3.
It's day 3 and Daquan hasn't called me.
I
wonder what he's doing. Exactly. Like, it's giving diary. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, it's like, I'd rather this than love him, and it'd be way harder.
Way harder.
That always motivates me. And I've literally had a friend talk to me and like tell me about a situation. And I was like, girl, she was like, you know, telling me about something. I'm not going to get too much into details, but she was telling me about something. And I was like, girl, what? And she was like, look, girl, I just want to be delusional. And that's where I'm at right now.
And you know what? That's realistic.
I said, okay. Live in the delusion, girl. Live in that delusion. Of course, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, I wish you weren't delusional, but I'm glad that you know you are.
You got to be ready to walk away. That's how I feel. You have to be ready to walk away. Like another point that Amber brought up.
What makes you ready?
You just have to come to that realization. Like, it just has to, like, for instance, like,
you have to love you more. I think that's really it.
For instance, like the situation that I came from, like, I'm still growing from it. Like, I still have to like break certain bonds and stuff like that, because, you know, 6 years is a long fucking time. And like, I had signs of things happening, and I was like, yo, am I bugging? And I'm like, you're not bugging, but, you know, just until one day I was just like, God, give me a sign that I have to go.
I just want y'all to know that God gave many signs. I mean,
he gave small signs, and I was just like, you know, that's not it. That's not the sign. I need something bigger. Like, I need something bigger. But the last sign was like,
it was a bomb.
Bitch, run.
I feel like you know, when it's like, I feel like you were getting tickets, but the final step was like, all right, you got to go to court now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, these are warnings.
You know how like when JetBlue or like Delta, they keep giving you warnings like, oh yeah, your flight is coming up. Your flight is coming up.
So let me ask you.
And then they give you check in, because you're not going to fucking get on the flight.
Because I feel like I was that friend literally telling you what the fuck was going on. And I was literally telling you on some like shit of like, I have been in that other person's situation, so I know what's going on. I'm speaking from a view of this other person. I'm not speaking from your friend view. I'm speaking from a view of this other person.
I mean,
so let me ask you, as somebody who was honest, who was open, who let you know, like, hey, this is what's going on. This is what it is. And I was literally giving points of like, this person did this.
I feel like
you was like,
but
oh,
the thing is that, okay.
So let me know.
We spoke about this before.
Let me know.
And I said, and I really don't want it to get intense because I don't. But okay, we spoke about this before, and I felt like there were nudges, but I would have preferred something like, bitch, this nigga is blah, 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 because I'm just more of like, I feel like you did give me doses of real, but I don't feel like it was like, because I remember there was one situation after that happened that somebody gave me a dose that was real, that I felt like it was like, I wish you would have scaled back a little bit, but I didn't hold that person like I wasn't mad at them. I was just more hurt by like what was said. Like I was not mad. I know it was real, and I know it wasn't unintentional to hurt my feelings, but I didn't think that, like, I felt like the intentions was good, but I felt like what was said was like, bitch, you sound crazy. So
I don't care what's going on right now, and and we could cut this if you want.
No.
I'm being transparent.
No.
I literally said, yo, we spoke about a situation that had transpired, and I said to you, I feel like this person, I was like, you don't feel like he's cheating? You like, oh, no, I don't know. I said this happened. These are clear-cut signs that this is happening. And I literally said, do you want to just let this person do this in peace? Because they're wilding.
Okay.
And what? And then you was like, oh, you were so offended that I said that. And I honestly feel like, how much more real can you get?
Now looking at it, okay. But there was a situation. There was one situation that was just like, girl, fucking leave. And I said something to you. I'm outside. I'll never forget this. I was outside my job crying. Like, I couldn't believe this shit. I'm like, nah. But it was 2 weeks before the actual like boom. So I was like, girl, like, I said it to her, like, I don't think I could do this. Like, I can't. I know that I'm going to have to leave. I'm not ready. Like, I'm not ready. Like, you don't remember that day?
So what is that friend supposed to do?
No, but I'm just saying, like,
how much more real can you get?
Okay.
Because I'm just, all right, so
the situation we're talking about where you said I don't think, you know what? Let me take that back. I don't think that I was even in the mental space.
Okay, let's get there. Because I feel like because you also had a conversation
that was really early into like the situation that we were.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. It was after
it was mad bullshit happening. And I was letting you know at each single point. And every time I let you know, like, something was going on, it was like, it was defense. So it's like, okay, now we getting into a tiff when, bitch, I wasn't even the one it was this nigga. And now you going home to him, giving him smiles, and you giving me frowns. And it's like, so what do you tell a friend?
Smiles. Niggas was not getting
What I'm saying is, what do you... if a friend this is why I never tell somebody don't leave their man, because it's like, no matter what you say to that person.
Coming back to, like,
yeah.
I feel like there were times that the reason why I'm saying that is like, okay, maybe I could be accountable and say, maybe, like, after that situation where you told me, like, yo, you don't think he's cheating? I said, I don't know, which is fair. I
asked you that question mad times though.
I only remember once, so I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, she asked me that times. I don't remember.
Okay.
But a lot of times I was fucking drunk and I was high and I was...
Yeah, we definitely had moments where we were
drinking,
doing this drinking a little wine,
drinking and like,
yeah, so I'm not saying that.
I can say, like, I was numbing the pain at that time. Okay. It was a lot of, like, moments that I don't remember.
All right. But moral of the story is, no matter what a friend tells you,
that person has to be ready to go.
Okay, I think that's what we should get.
Be ready to go,
because I feel
and it takes the moment that Amber had on the Just Us podcast, where it's like, yo, this nigga keeps showing you time after time after time after time after time that you don't matter. He doesn't want to be with you. He doesn't want to be around. Like, it takes that one moment to just be like, you gotta go.
I feel like with what's wrapped in that is self-love.
Yeah.
If you
I
not
didn't think that I could start over.
sometimes, and when you break up with somebody, you feel like the world is ending. That's just what it is.
It's the
If you
worst
really
feeling
cared,
in
if
the
you was really
world.
invested, you feel like the
It's the
world
worst.
is over.
I'm telling you, like,
it's like, well, what the fuck?
never want to go through another heartbreak in my life. If it's a family that dies, I could do that. But like actual like betrayal, like
Yeah.
that shit, it
It's
ruins your
gut-wrenching.
world.
It is
Like
gut-wrenching.
you question everything.
Mm-hmm.
You question, was anything real? Like it's really like one of the hardest moments you'll ever have in your life. But anyway, but
Yeah, I think that it's definitely a hard situation, but all of that stems from self-love. A lot of times when you in a relationship, a lot of times you lose yourself.
all the time.
And
Whew.
you could lose yourself because you are it's easier said than done, but like you have to maintain your own identity within a relationship in
Mhm.
order to like sustain who you are in that union.
Yep.
Because you being this person and this person being someone else, giving those values and whatever personality traits, y'all come together as one, and y'all don't really fuse, but y'all just y'all come together. And a
Y'all
lot
should
of
be coming whole though.
because there's times where I've lost myself in relationships, and it feels like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, kind of thing. But I don't feel like, and I'm not just trying to judge anybody with whatever situation. I don't feel like I've had like pure and utter disrespect, and then I just was just like, okay, there's no change here. Like, whether a nigga gave me false change or not, there was something that was happening that was change. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that I'm at the point now, if I see some shit I don't like,
I'm out.
I'm already putting you in a category
Boop,
here.
boop, 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 boop,
And
boop. You're
and
done.
let's be
Like,
real too. Like, there are
like,
some things you may not like about somebody, but are those things that you can work with? You gotta decipher that too.
You see, but you always know that. And I just say, like, where I'm at in my life, like that situation that I came from was the first time I've ever been through something like that. Like, I feel like most of the time, like, I get a good pick. I'm able to walk away. Like, usually I'm the person that's like, like, not dealing with this. I'm out. And I think this one was a doozy. And I think that doozy taught me a lot. Thank you, God, for insight, because there are things now that I'm just not accepting. You're not gonna fall
Do
in
you feel like you're a little too hard on certain things?
sometimes, but I'm able to reflect and see, like, like if I feel like, I will take time before I jump and do something. Before I used to be like reactive. Now I'm more of like, let me play the situation back for a couple of days. Let me see, like, let me maybe get some insight. Cause usually I do get insight. And you're usually the first person I call, or somebody else, my other best friend. Like, I will call them, like, to see if I'm bugging. But
Because I feel like when you're dating, there's a little bit more leeway that you give to
yeah,
people
but I feel like
versus being in a relationship.
I feel like when you start off, it shouldn't be like
Terrible or so many red flags.
I can't, like, if you can't even consistently hit me up for the week, I'm not asking for it every day. But if the whole week goes by and you talking about you like me so much, not adding up.
I think like is a strong word and people use it too freely.
Yes, they do. Oh my God, I like you. I think you're cool. When people like, you like me, I don't know you to like you.
And
You're a
let me tell y'all
vibe.
something. I'm not a fan of Caribbean men, and shoot me if you will, but
They love to say, I like you.
That's
I like you, girl.
I like you, You don't fucking know me.
You don't even know me.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
That's one. And you know what I'm saying? So I don't just run around and be like, oh my God, I like him. I'm not doing that. That's not what's going down. Like, that's really not what's going down. But whatever,
But okay, we kind of stayed a little long on this topic. We're going
Okay.
we're going to move this along a little bit. Let's talk about Carlee Russell.
I really wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't really following it, but I just do want to speak on the fact of, like, she's not someone who is a representation of people lying about, because I feel like we don't give each other grace as Black people, and there's been so many white females that have lied literally lied about so many things. Like, and it's okay. They could continue to be found, continue to look up. And it doesn't mean that people are not going to
I
look
don't
for us.
believe she should be charged.
Because let's be real. They wasn't looking for us any fucking way. They chose the wrong one to look for, but like for the most part, we don't get looked for. We really don't. We really and truly don't. I mean, they don't look for a lot of women, period, but if they're going to choose women, they're going to always choose white women to look for. But I'm just saying, I just don't feel like we should be like, oh, she fucked it up for us. She didn't fuck up nothing because we was never getting looked for.
I don't think I don't think
Never.
that. I agree with your point about like, like this shouldn't be the end of us trying to find our black girls
Right.
and stuff like that. I don't think that should be the end of it. But I do feel like I'm just like, girl, like, what were you fucking thinking? Over a nigga?
Niggas that have you doing crazy shit, but
They
not like
will.
that.
Come on, but come on.
I just
like,
think about the embarrassment that I would feel on a
come on,
comeback.
that's what I'm saying.
Like, that's what would motivate
stand
me to
up.
hold it to myself.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
We've had this conversation before. Do not kill no nigga over no kill no bitches over no nigga. Don't kill yourself over no nigga. Please, like, stand up. We gotta love ourselves. Like, comes back to self-love. Like, I understand, like, but girl, why the fuck would you do that? You have the fucking world looking for you. And you lying. You had to come back home, and I feel that. But then let's tackle on the fucking tacky ass a boyfriend. Ew. Why would you have a party and show up and then the bitches in I'm sorry, I'm eating y'all bitches up. I'm eating y'all bitches up. Why y'all bitches had leg warmers with fucking sandals on? Y'all bitches wasn't even top of the top. Y'all sitting in this section holding this nigga down like this is cute. Ew.
All I want to say is that I just want to
I'm disturbed.
speak. I just feel like if you were gonna act like you were dead over a nigga, this was the wrong one. He literally hosted a party, and the theme was called Lost and Found. Let's be fucking for real.
Let's look at. I have to get into this because why did these bitches think that this nigga was it?
I don't know.
He's not ugly. I will never take that from him.
He's not.
But he was definitely screaming corn bowl crumbs. It was giving crumbs. It was giving my infamous jacket booty crumbs. Okay, he wasn't giving. It wasn't giving like, oh, he's a fly ass nigga that's gonna fly me. It's not even about money or anything like that. But he wasn't giving like, oh, I'm the pick of the crop. He was cheating on his bitch. From what we know, he was cheating on his bitch to the point that she ran away. And you thought that was cute to sit next to him in the club?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
We got to just have some standards.
Come on.
And, I wasn't really following it, but when I saw the boyfriend thing, I looked into it a little more. And I'm just, it's whack.
I was following it because I felt like, like, let's find this girl. Like, regardless of if she was a little girl, young girl, she's black and she's a woman. Let's find her.
Oh, you were invested.
I was invested in finding her. I was invested, so I was annoyed when I found out she was lying because I kept giving her the benefit of the doubt. Like, she wasn't lying. Stop saying that. Like, stop saying she's lying. And she was lying. You make me upset because you make me waste my time. Anyway, move on from Carlee Russell. I'm done with her. We're gonna move on to a lot of love right now because we gotta wrap it up. Sexy Red, I love you.
No, I'm not gonna hold you. I feel like she gets a lot of hate.
For what? For what? Niggas make trash music every day. If she wants to make some fun music about getting her booty ate and loving hood rats and getting fucked in a fucking Hellcat, I'm here for it. I want to get fucked in a Hellcat with you, girl. Not really, but you know that.
I think that I think she's authentically herself,
and I love it.
Black women are not a monolith, and I think we need to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Just like any other race of women are not monoliths. Like, so, there's some, it's some women that are a little bit more ratchet than others. Some women want to be classy. They might be called Oreos. You might be on the in-between. But I think that I don't think she's inspiring people to be ratchet.
She's being herself.
I think if you was already ratchet, she's somebody who's an advocate for you now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily think like there's anything wrong with it. Like I always say, like when you hear Pound Town, there's two types of niggas. There's the ones that be like, oh, she got some heat. You know what I'm saying? Then there's some Then there's some niggas that's a little, like, it's like, like I talk to
Who
one
wants
nigga
to
and they
wipe
be like, yo,
those
that shit
bitches?
heat, that shit fire. Like, yeah, pound town.
Yo,
I'm
it's
looking
crazy. I had an
I'm out here in
encounter.
Miami.
I had an encounter where I was with someone and I was like, oh, this is my shit. I love it. He was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie. It made me feel so good. He was like, nah, you gotta put on that because I'm eating his ass. And I swear to God, I fucking fell out because I was like,
Yo,
yes,
I'm dead. So
niggas that
yeah.
love fun. Like, it's not all about oh, women empowerment and being the best woman in the world. Because niggas love not dirty bitches. Niggas love freak bitches. Not dirty bitches. Not dirty bitches. It's
Okay.
different. That's what I said. Not dirty bitches. Niggas love freak bitches. They love freak bitches.
But they don't want to hear music about it though.
Yes, they do.
Some of them don't.
Some of them.
I just want to say that the when Act Up came out, it was a lot of niggas singing Act Up. I'm
Yep.
talking about pushing bitches out the way to sing Act Up. So
Mhm.
let's not forget that. So and if we're gonna jump into My Black is Blackity Back, we want to recognize Sexy Red for being herself.
Yes.
And not being intimidated by people, saying that she's this and she's
And
that.
having her money stacked right up to the ear like the niggas, because I love that too.
Yeah, because nobody ever said nothing about that with men.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like her better with black hair though.
I didn't see. Oh, yes, I did. And everybody keeps trying to talk about how she ugly. Do you
She's
guys
not.
do you guys have a problem with people not being as pretty as the baddest bitch? Like,
I don't even want to say that. I just think that everyone looks different. And I've literally seen people like, oh, she's cute or whatever. And people like, oh no. Everybody has their own perception of what looks good and what doesn't. Just as like
when I say
you can look
that,
at
I mean this Instagram. When I say that, I mean this
cookie cutter look.
Yes, this Instagram. Oh, she has to be this. She has to have this kind of hairstyle. She has to have her makeup done like this. She has to dress like this. She has to wear.
She don't even be wearing no makeup. Like dead ass. I'm gonna be honest though. I like wearing makeup, and I like that my friends like it too.
I do. I do. I think I like to have layers because when people see me, they be like, "God damn, this what you look outside work." Why would I look like this coming in here? I'm a professional, bitch.
Yeah. So I think, we're not all the same, and I think people need to just recognize that. But yeah, I think, I love the fact that she's grinding too. Like there's some people that just think they pretty and they got one hit song. She's grinding. She's on mad features.
Yo.
Like she's out there doing shows. She's opening up for Drake now. Like, come on. Like she's
you know what? I support that she's okay with her baby daddies. Like, I'm okay with that. Like,
baby daddy.
She said this was my other baby daddy on the phone. I thought she had two. I remember she had an interview, one with I think it was Funny Marco.
I thought she only had one child.
And then she said, I don't know. I could be wrong, but she said, "Oh, my baby daddy on the phone." And then the clip said, "Oh, my other baby daddy is calling me." They both was calling from jail.
Some niggas be a baby daddy without a baby.
Oh, that could be true too.
But
you know what? I like that she likes daddy.
I called the nigga my baby daddy before, and we have what JT said. That's my baby daddy. We got no kids.
Ooh, I'm gonna say that. But honestly, like
what song was that on? Throw Baby?
I don't know, but I enjoy her fun.
All right, it was Throw Baby.
It was okay. I enjoy her freeness and her being herself, and I've always ever enjoyed people being themselves and loving themselves and enjoying their fun without having to be like, completely absorbed into this. You got to be perfect aesthetic. Like, she's her, and we love you for that, Sexy Red. We love all y'all. We love Sukiyana. We love y'all all for being yourselves. Because honestly, who's gonna sing the songs about eating ass?
Yeah, because let's be real. Like, nobody was crucifying Trina.
Come on.
Nobody was. Who else was?
They tried to crucify Cardi, but it didn't work.
You can't crucify somebody who don't give a fuck.
Come on.
Like, when you don't give a fuck, like, nobody could tell you nothing. And that's why Sexy Red is going far.
She is going far. And you know what? Shout out to my girl Glorilla for putting Little Duval in his place. Like,
why you keep worrying about us?
Why are you worried about us?
Old ass me, and he not old, but I felt him.
I don't see none of the bitches on him.
Yo, I'm dead.
Anyway, let's wrap this up. Do you have any last words, girl?
I just want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening in every week. I love the feedback. I get more feedback in person than I
I
do
do.
on
I
the
get a lot
internet.
of feedback. And I've noticed that you guys really love like our episodes where we're just us, that we have guests. I realize that we get more views, we get more listens on the episodes where it's just us. And let us know, like,
I like episodes with guests, but I mean,
let
who
us
am
know, like,
I?
do
I'm
you
not the
want to
listener.
just like hear more of our phone conversations? Because deadass, we was on the phone for like an hour today.
I don't know why we be doing that. Sometimes we have to be like, oh, we're just gonna save that for the pod. Like literally.
Because I think, but this is an appreciation. I think we really enjoy our friendship. We enjoy being with each other. We enjoy talking to each other. And if that's anything that y'all need to know, like why we continue doing this, even if we take a break, we're still coming back because we love doing this with each other, because we genuinely love talking to each other. So if that's one thing I would tell you about potting, is like genuinely love what you are doing with that person, because if you don't, it will end up not working out.
Yeah, and then there's no real pressure here, but we show up for one another. Like there's no pressure to show up, but we just do. Like it's just naturally.
And I think it's
And I
because we
appreciate
maybe
that.
I think it's sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
Yeah,
off,
no.
but I think it's maybe because like we've built that friendship, we've built that like, yo, we both know we need each other. Not need like a,
Yeah.
but we
I mean, you
need
need friends.
we need friends, but we need what we both attribute to each other's like lives. Like if it's not a dose of real, it's a dose of love. It's a dose of something. Like we have something that we bring to the friendship to each other. And
glad you guys can, take a little open window to kind of peek in on that.
yeah, this
by tuning in every week on the pod.
Every pow, 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 pow. Bullet.
So yeah, did you have anything else to say? Or
no, I think I'm gonna start reviewing parties though. I'm going to 500 and better today. I will let y'all know next week. I will let y'all know in 2 weeks how that party went.
Yo, okay.
I think I'm gonna start reviewing parties because I think y'all need some help.
You think so?
I think the party people need help. I think they need
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I've enjoyed more of like a kickback-ish situation more than parties, because y'all are supposed to have a certain level of structure that y'all not fucking meeting.
This is
people
where I'm
paying
at.
money, you're not meeting these. Y'all not rising to these
And
levels.
I'm telling
but she's gonna review it, and we're gonna get more into that. But
$80, y'all better fucking be offering something good. 500 better, 500 and better. I'm just letting you know.
offering you food,
free food. That's
the food be good though.
I can't lie.
I don't go to parties that offer food and it don't be good.
It don't be good. I'm not gonna lie. So we'll see. But anyway, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on all socials at Heard You Sis. And in our email at heardyousispodcast@gmail.com. Make sure you send us. Follow us on TikTok. We've been doing pretty good on TikTok. We've been doing pretty good. Getting a little bit of views.
All right, we out of here.
But we out of here. Bye.
All right.